And parking's easy. I just park in the casino garage.
Oh, I know, and just come over here.
Come on.
Absolutely.
It's not hooked up, so we have to use the manual stuff. That's the thing together. Because you got three different sources that have to line up. Okay, Ms. Laster, you ready?
Yep.
And three,
And two.
go.
Hi there. I'm back again, the Elena Laster Show, Power of Women. As we were talking before, Mr. Robert Jones is with me. So, I neglected something. I was so excited to get him on here. I'm looking at this paper he gave me, and I was just going to take a minute to read everything. Then come to find out, I only have a portion of what he does for the community, right? So listen to this, okay. Robert Jones is a co-founder and chairman of the Association of Black Business and Professionals, an organization focused on economic development in the black communities, whose principles are centered in the teaching of Dr. Claude Anderson and Dr. Boyce Watkins. He is also the co-founder of 413 Families. We're going to talk about that in a minute. An organization that provides supplementary education, community, and outreach. He also volunteers as a mentor for WEB Boys Academy and weekly contributor to the Association of Black Business and Professional Saturday Reading Program. That's another topic we need to talk about. He works in the insurance industry as a client relations manager for a large publicly traded insurance brokerage firm. Am I right?
Yes,
Okay.
correct.
He obtains his Bachelor of Science in Economics and Corporate Communications from Southern Connecticut State University. He's a full-time dad, which I love to hear, taking care of his son and nephew. That's a lot of work. He's on various parent-teachers organizations, the Special Education Advocacy Team, the school centers around decision-making teams, and volunteers on numerous community-based initiatives. Now dig this. This is only a portion of what he does. Come to find out, the rest of it didn't print out. So I'm sorry. So this is why I'm going to have him back again. So we're getting ready to wind up the show, everybody. A half hour goes really fast. But I want to talk about the 413 Families. You're the co-founder of that.
Yes,
Tell me
yes.
about the 413 Families.
So 413.
Cut. Let me go
Fire.
I was writing to the mayor about this.
No, you can't do anything about it.
Shoot for sure when they came by. I appreciate that, Sarno. Okay, pick up right where you left off. Ready?
Okay.
Okay.
Go.
So you are the co-founder of 413 Families.
Yes.
I'm not familiar with it. You have to really
So,
school me on this.
so this kind of the genesis of this started in the PTO at Sumner Ave Elementary School. So when you're after school and you're picking your kids up, parents usually show up early, right?
Right.
And you're looking around and you're just observing, and then when the kids come out, you're observing the interaction with parents and the kids, and you're seeing who's wild and who's not wild.
Start labeling that kid.
And it was a parent and I connected eyes, and I was looking at her sons, and I was just like, very polite boys, very
Yeah.
good boys.
Yeah.
And she was looking at my son, thinking the same thing.
There's a connection.
Yep. So I sauntered over to her and I introduced myself. And it's important that as a parent and you're raising kids, right? If there's scenarios you can control, you need to control them.
That's so true.
Because,
Yes.
and that might be 10% or 20% of the scenarios. There's 80% or 90% that
you
are out
can
of
do
control.
Out of control, again, nothing
So
about it. Yep.
if you can control it, control it. So I think it's very important to control who your kids hang out with and associate with. And I said, we should have a play date. And she said, yeah, that would be great. And she goes, you know what? I have a couple neighbors that would probably like to join us too. We all have similar philosophies in raising kids. I'm like, oh, okay.
Wow.
So we started off with that. And then a play date between 2 families became play dates with 6 families. And then we had a program at the Basketball Hall of Fame, and we invited sports stuff, which is no longer open at the X. They retired.
Oh, right.
So what we wanted to do is we wanted to bring the families and kids together,
Okay.
and we wanted to collaborate with a local business. And the lady at Sports Stuff, Tony, who was great, she brought sample shoes, and because kids love
Really?
shoes,
Oh,
yeah.
that's true. I
And
love
she gave
shoes.
away
I love
different
shoes,
things,
too.
yeah. Well, sneakers. And So we were like, Ipsita, who's my partner, she was like, we should create a business around this. And we came up with 413 families.
Oh.
So we currently, right now, we have an after-school program. We call it 413 Kids Club. And the curriculum is theater-based.
So where's that held at?
Sumner Ave Elementary School.
That's
And we're poised to launch in like 5 or 6 other schools. So the thing about 413 Kids Club is we use a theater curriculum, and we're using it to trick the kids into learning, because kids love make-believe, right?
That's true.
They're writing scripts, so that helps them with their English language arts. There's math involved. There's performance. There's casting. There's setup. There's costume design, and the kids are all in the script. They have to know their lines on their script.
So now, what age group are you starting with, and to what age group do you
Well,
stop at?
it's
open.
It's right now. It's mostly elementary age
So what's that?
kids,
10?
kindergarten up to
Up
fifth
to
grade. So my nephew's in it, of course. He's 11. So and we've got some youngings in there, and we also have some what we like to call ambassadors, ambassadors who are typically the older siblings of
Okay.
the older siblings, right? So they come and they help out, and they volunteer and they help out. So I mean, you talk about bringing community together. I mean, that's what we're doing.
So now, do you fund this program by grants or donations?
It's,
Are you up to accepting donations? How do you how do you keep
we
this
do
going
accept
besides
donations.
coming out of your pocket?
Yeah,
And
we
I
do
know-
accept donations, but we charge.
Okay.
And ironically, we get a lot of kids from the Y program because our fee is lower than anything that the Y or Boys Club or any other
sure,
after-school
sure, I'm sure.
program
Right.
is offering. But we don't take vouchers because our fee's so low.
Well, then you go into a whole new government thing.
Yeah,
taking
yeah, and that's
vouchers,
another
so
reason.
You don't want to do that.
Yeah, we
right.
don't want to do that. But our fee is so low that if you can't pay that, then we're not an after-school program. We're a supplementary education program, and we love the kids. And it's interesting because when you engage with the kids and you treat them with respect, they respond that much better.
Well, they
to you.
do, and they give you respect. And guess what? We're done. I am so sorry. Right in the middle,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
So listen, I told you we wouldn't have enough time, and I'm going to have him back again, and to come to the Elena Lasher show. Not only the power of women, but the power of what this man is doing, the power of men. I got to think about renaming this show here, because there are so many black men who are doing for the children, and it's just not known out there. I mean, I've just learned so much in this half hour that programs that are geared up for the young kids, I didn't even know about. I just at all, and I'm going to be making my rounds because I just love to see it work. And you know what, guys? We got to help these kids. These kids are going to fall by the wayside, and they need mentoring. They need that strong black figure of a man. They need the mother, too, because we brought them in this world.
True.
But we just have to get together and do a new initiative to bring these kids together. So with Mr. Robert Jones and all that he is doing, we need to get this out more. And parents, look, he's here. I'm sure we can put a number across the screen. If you want to contact him, I mean, besides the mentoring program, the 413, everything that he's doing is something that the community needs. With that said, the Elena Laster Show, I look forward to seeing you next week. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having
Love
me.
having you
Appreciate
here.
it.
Hey, take it easy and goodbye. That was great. That was
Thank you.
great.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank